Hello guys. Just a quick update on Nasdaq, our beloved Nasdaq. Yesterday, remember the main analysis was from this to this, and then we said if you're trading from H4 and maybe you're trading H4 and H1, you can look for buying opportunities from here, and then if you get there, maybe targeting the trend line up there. I don't know if you got entries there or what, but I said I just wish that it bites all of you so that it can come back to the main area of support there, which is the one that you're all waiting for. And you can see now the price is inside there, which means because today is Friday, we know what to do from next week, guys. We know what to do from next week. Or if you get an entry, I don't know, I don't like trading on Fridays. That's the thing, I don't like trading on Fridays. So from next week, we know what we want to do. So like if you can see if you watched the previous video, you know that how we concluded with this one. If you are trading H4, ne, and you get, let's say you decide to enter here at this area here, this one here, it means as much as you can say we are trading that daily area of support, ne? But remember, H4 will be your area thing where you're executing. You can't ignore this, which is what let me show you how you need to go about this one. This is what it's a resistance that is located at old support level. Why? Because when the price was still above, when the price was still there, this was area of support, ne? Now the price, what did it do? It tried to react to that support. It tried by all means to that support tried to hold the price. Like, it really tried. You can see the price was here for almost 24 hours, 20 hours or so, because you get about 4 candlesticks, 4 to 5. So the price tried to stay afloat of that support, but eventually the support couldn't hold. It gave in, and then that's when the support is broken. It means you have to remove it from your, remember I said when a key support is taken out, you need to remove the drawing from your chart and shift it to the resistance that broke it. Remember, I always tell you that the only thing that can break the area of support, area of resistance. So you can see we formed a small resistance here, which is the one that gave us and then broke that, which means this resistance is also something that you need to take note of. The day you decide to get your entries there and then you're coming up, you should use this as your TP1, but the second TP will be the trend line, maybe TP2. But remember, the goal will be what? The main zone on on daily, because you'll be trading from daily and then targeting this. You see, I hope this makes sense. That's how you should trade. That is how you should trade. So in conclusion, we can say everyone is looking to buy this. It's just that it's a personal thing. I don't like executing on Fridays, because you never know what's going to happen over the weekend, and the markets will be closed. You won't be able to modify your trades, which means you'll have to wait for Monday. That's when you'll find that sometimes on Monday, when the market opens, it'll open with a gap. It's because of what might have happened over the weekend. So when the market opens, all of that force just jumped in at once. So that's why we have a gap. So to try and avoid that, I would rather, if I want to execute on Fridays, I'd rather do it in the mornings. So that I'll just hope that after executing, the price will move up or in my direction and give me a chance to move stop loss to break even, so that I know my entry is safe, because I can't execute on Friday at 8 p.m. only for the markets to close in the next few hours. And remember, at night the market, the momentum, the momentum is not so strong. So that's why I do not like trading like that. So for now, we can say that everyone is waiting. Where are we waiting? We can say we are waiting around here. You can take this or you can take this one, it doesn't matter. Okusalayo, this whole thing, where is it? I think it starts from somewhere. This whole thing, it's a daily support. Okusalayo. So we are trading, it doesn't matter which one you get. So if the price gives you, if it gives you confirmation here, you are more than welcome to take it. Or if he gives you confirmation, that you are more than welcome to take it, for as long as you are still inside the main daily support. So from tomorrow, I think that's where we'll be targeting the move to the upside, so that at least now we can remember our target is this, guys. Our target is still this, for as long as much as we can say this is going down like that, blah blah blah, but depending on the time frame that you're trading. That's why time frame, the concept of time frame combination, the concept of drawing area of support and resistance, you need to master those ones. And also the concept of how to draw a trend line, and also how to modify it as the price is moving, eh? Those are the ones that you need to understand them. You need to be able to draw them in, even in your sleep, whatever. Because as much as we can say, that's what I'm saying, now we're sticking to the concept of us of time frame combinations, right? So time frame combinations, if I'm trading H1, I mean, if I'm trading daily, like we're looking now here, we're looking at daily, right? If I'm trading daily, my daily is still what? It is still what? It's still bullish. Do you all agree? My daily is still bullish, even though this week what we did, we formed a bearish move, but the daily is still bullish. And then someone will be like, oh, but we're going down, how are we bullish? Someone can ask that question. But now, to answer your question, we'll say assess the structure on daily, then you will be able to decide on what daily is doing. So we all agree that when we're going down, the trend line was there, this is the support, and what did we do? Broke bearish trend line and broke resistance area. So the last or the final resistance area that we had before going up was this. So it was broken, even the trend line, this one was broken. So which means we moved from being bearish to bullish. And for us to move from being, that's what I'm saying, we are currently bullish. For us to move from being bullish to continue being bearish, we need to, that's when the guy said, what if, in the previous video that I made, the guy asked the question, what if we break this? What if, because now we're saying we're going to buy from this level, but what if this level doesn't hold the price and the price just penetrates to the downside? It means the bullishness is over. Why? Because we made a lower low, and we'll be able to draw a new bearish trend line, and we'll be having broken the support. The support will be broken, because remember, in this the reason, one of the reasons why we said we moved from being bearish to bullish is because we broke resistance. So now if we're breaking support, if we're breaking this support, we are now moving back to being bearish. I hope this makes sense. That's why I'm saying currently we are bullish. Why? Because we broke this and this. So we're just getting a retest of this break, and then we anticipate something like that. That's why we are bullish. But so daily bullish, right? So you must just pick your time frames and stick to them. And someone who's if you ask someone who's trading H4 and ask them, how is the trend? What do you think the trend is on Nasdaq? They will tell you it's bearish. But you don't have to argue with them. Remember, we are people. We don't trade similar time frames. So they are seeing bearish. On their time frame, they are right. They are bearish. Why? Because they broke. Remember, when you're going up, this was the support. It was broken. Another support, broken. Trend line, bullish trend line, broken. And yeah, so you can see they broke support levels. They broke bullish trend line. They now have a bearish trend line, which means H4 is bearish. But that's why I'm saying stick to your time frames. So if you're trading, let's say you are a trader that says, now I don't trade anything lower than daily, it means this move you don't get any trades. When you've been waiting the whole week for the price to come here and it's getting there, so it means what? Your daily is still bullish. That's why you're looking to buy. But if someone is trading H4, they're trading H4, they have been getting trades, they have been bearish, they've been getting trades left, right, and center. Why one? Even this one that we had yesterday, this was their trade at that resistance, and that's when he had the move to the downside. You see, that's what I'm saying. When you're trading a higher time frame, the number of setups you're going to have, they're going to be smaller than someone who's trading a time frame lower than the one you're trading. Why? Because on their time frame, they have got more candlesticks. Because remember, on daily, this is just about 4 candlesticks. But look at how many there are on H4. That's why someone who's trading H4 is getting more opportunities than you. But nonetheless, pick your time frame, stick to it. Don't try and check what the other guys are doing. No. If you decide that you're going to trade H1 as your execution time frame, stay there. Don't go to M5 because you're going to confuse yourself. Because M5 is going to give you something that's different to your H1, and then you end up doing things that you shouldn't be doing because of what you saw on M5. You can't do that. If you're saying H1 is my execution time frame, you can only check time frames until H1. Forget about the smaller ones. You can only, if let's say Akram say you can only trade until H1, right? But if you feel like the H1 zone maybe is too big, when the price hits this H1 zone, you are more than welcome to maybe go to M15 and look for entry inside here. But you're not trading M15. You are getting a much finer entry of that H1 level that you want to trade. That's the only time you can go to a smaller time frame. But you're not going to use the structure that side to decide on the direction and stuff like that. No, already you know the direction. Already you know what you want to do based on what you have on your H1, because you said H1 is your execution time frame. So going down to M15 is just you trying to get a much finer and entry with less smaller risk. That's it, guys. That's it. And here's one thing that I can say before I close this video. This remains our trend line, because we did have, I want us to agree here so that you don't confuse yourself. We did have this and we went there, and we did have low, 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 right? Price moved lower than that. That's why you put the trend line there. So now my question is, now because the price paused there and then it came down, are we allowed to move it from this and put it here and say this is my trend line? Are you allowed to do that? Yes, no? I'm sure there are those who will say yes, and there are those who will say no. It's just that I cannot buy one. But yeah, my answer would be no. We can't do that. As much as we can say there's a lower low, but this move, we consider this to be one move. Why? Because this didn't give us just like when we were going up, we can't use this to draw our trend line. This is just a pause. We're just moving sort of sideways and then take off. So look at this as one thing. For us to use a point as a part of the trend line, we need to get this up, down. We don't want this. This we can't use it to draw the trend line. It must give us this. Yes, then we can use like that. So you want sort of a swing. We only use swings for us to draw a trend line, because that's why I'm saying this is just one move. That's when we say this is just one impulse move. We just paused there, but it's nothing. It's not a pullback. Remember, the only points that you use to draw your pullbacks, to draw your trend line, you need swing and pullbacks. You don't, these are the ones that you use to draw your trend line. But you can't use how can I put this? There's a swing and a pullback, like a pause, market pause, or just a sideways move. We want a swing and a pullback. We want, if let's say we are in an uptrend, for instance, we want the swing, pullback, swing, pullback, swing, pullback. If we have a swing and pause, swing, we will only, the last point that we're going to use is this is the low. The trend line will remain here. This will just be an area of support, which means we can take trades from there. But we can't use this point. We can't use this point to draw a trend line because of what? It didn't give us a pullback. Yeah, I think I'm gonna end it here, guys, and I hope you have learned something from this video. And please, if there's anything that I mention in my videos, but I know I don't change the approach, guys. I'm always preaching the same thing, so I don't think there's anything that should confuse you. But if you feel like there's a concept that I always touch on in my videos, but you don't get it nicely, you can just put it in the comment section, and then I'll attend to it with a video. Yeah, I think that's how I'll be doing things now. If there's a interesting, but if you ask a question and it's something that I can just answer here, and then yeah, I'll just do it. But if it's something that's interesting, like the guy that asked the question yesterday about what if the level gets broken, that was a nice question which needed me to answer it. So that's when I answered it with a question. But if it's something that I can just answer you there, I won't make a video, I'll just answer you. But if you have any question regarding the stuff that I'm teaching, feel free just to ask in the comment section, and then I'll attend to it. I do read all your comments. I do check them. All right, guys, I'll end it here, and then I'll see you in the next one. Do not forget to like and subscribe. And also, if you have friends that are interested in learning how to trade, you can just send them this side so that we all learn the right way. But nonetheless, our sort of the prediction that we had so far has been spot on. You can see, guys. And remember I said that if you're trading H4, this was the level up. Remember, the price was still up there. I think it was here yesterday when we made the video, when we said this is your support and this is your resistance, or the level above and the level below. And I said if you're trading maybe H4 and H1, you're more than welcome to look for buying opportunities in here. So I don't know if you got any, but that's up to you. But I did make a comment that I just wish it bends all of you and go down so that we can all get the nice entry at the high odd level. And he did do that, but it doesn't mean I wanted you to lose. But yeah, you can see there was I don't think you had like a reason to say to buy there. Let's see if you used M15. This was just a sideways move. Maybe this you would have bought that, but it never given you a chance to move to break even. It just did but this was a very long extended move. And you should be worried. You should be worried when the price comes down and you enter there and then it doesn't take off. But what does it do? What does it do? But rather it plays here. It raises suspicions. Why? Because what if this is just the market resting from this impulse move? It is resting so that it can carry on like that. It's something that you should be the same way. If the market approaches your level, let's say you want to buy from this, it approaches the level, instead of coming to your level, it pauses here and does this, and then you're still waiting there. This is a red flag. Why? Because remember, when I'm buying here, I want to exit at the next opposing structure, and in this case, look how close it is. This thing is taking away my profit margin. That's when, if you bought there, you were expecting, because you can see the move to the downside was very smooth, you were expecting it to do this so that it goes at least to that, but it didn't. It just plays around here. It's not a good sign, but that is a story for another day. But for now, we will end it here, and I hope we are still, you can see you have this Mara. It's just forming in the middle of nowhere, so you're not gonna trade those ones. You want the ones that are forming at nice levels. So yeah, this one, we just hope it gets to our daily support. That's the level where we're going to buy next week. All right, guys, so I'm gonna end it here, and then I'll see you in the next one. Sharp.